In this class, we will discuss about project management aspects. Two aspects are there. One is CPM, critical path method. Another one is PERT, PERT. So here, first we will discuss about the critical path method. Before going to the actual procedure of critical path method, we have to understand two important words called, one is event, another one is activity. So any project work will be having two important things. One is called the events. These events are denoted by circles with numbering. Another one is activity which connects these events. So something like this. So this is an example. This 1, 2, 3, 4, they represent the events. And 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, they represent the activity. So we can define like this. Event can be defined as it is the commencement or completion of an activity. Commencement or completion of an activity. For example, if you take an example of a foundation excavation. So foundation excavation will be an event, and bringing all the machineries and all, and to carry that work is an activity. So similarly, for commencement or completion of an activity, so this becomes an activity. 1, 2 is an activity, whereas 1 is an event, 2 is another event, 3 is another event, 4 is another event. So this 2, 3 is another activity, 2, 4 is another activity. So the meaning of this is events 3 can happen only after the completion of events 1 and 2. Similarly, event 4 can happen only after the completion of events 1 and 2. So now we will define activity. So activity can be defined as the actual performance of a task. It is the work required to complete a specific event. Work required to complete a specific event. This becomes an activity. Okay, so two things are very important in any project. Now in this event, we have different types of events. So mainly we will be having tail event, head event and dual role event. So types of events. The first one is tail event. Second one is head event. Third one is dual role event. Dual role event. So here let us see what is the meaning of these things. A tail event is normally it is an event which marks the beginning of an activity. So for example, a tail event is shown like this. Suppose if I take this thing, if you take 1, so this 1, 2 is an activity. So this becomes a tail event. A tail event is one which marks the beginning of an activity. So tail event marks the beginning of an activity. So in this example, 1 is a tail event. Next, head event. Head event, it represents it is activities having an ending or having an ending. For example, here 2, so I will write here, head event is activity with an ending. That is a head event. Now suppose if I want to show you a head event, here in this example 3 is an ending, because there is no activity after 3, so this activity is ending. Activity 2, 3 is ending at 3, therefore this becomes a head event. Similarly 4 is a head event because there is no other activity after 4. Like the dual role event means some events they will be having both activities on either side. For example, in this example 2 is a dual role event. You can see here 2 becomes the ending of activity 1, 2 and becomes a beginning of activity 2, 3. So what you can say, it is performing 2 roles here. So it is performing as a tail event also, as a head event also. Then it is called as a dual role event. So these are the different 3 types of events you can have. Tail event, which represents the beginning of an activity, head event, activity with an ending, and dual role event, which serves as both head and tail events. Now the next thing is, you have to understand another thing, predecessor and successor activities. So that is next important thing. In activities, you have 2 things: predecessor activity. Second one is successor activity. SUCCE. This is successor activity. Now here, if at all you want to understand about these 2 things, the thing here is, for example, I have a network like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the events. Let me take the activities like this: 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. They are the activities. Next, I take up 2 more, 5, 6, like this. See the arrows here. And take 7. So in this example, there are 7 events. And how many activities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 plus 3, 6, 8 events. The 8 activities. 8 activities. So 7 events are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 activities are 1, 2 is an activity, 1, 3 is an activity, 1, 4 is an activity, 2, 5 is an activity, 5, 7 is an activity, 4, 6 is an activity, 6, 7 is an activity, 3, 7 is an activity. So there are totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 activities are there. So in this case, the thing is, if you want to define predecessor activity, this 1 becomes a predecessor activity. This becomes a predecessor activity to 2 actually. Okay. So here predecessor activity as well as events. You can take it as events also. So what you can say here is 1 is a predecessor event to 2. 1 is a predecessor event because only after one event 1 is completed, then only you can go to event 2 or event 3 or event 4. Similarly, this 2 is a predecessor event to 5. Then 5 is a predecessor event to 7. This is along this. Similarly, if you take along this path, 1 is a predecessor to 3, 3 is a predecessor event to 7. If you take this path, 1 is a predecessor event to 4, 4 is a predecessor event to 6, 6 is a predecessor event to 7. So like this, we can define predecessor activity or event. Activity means you can say 1, 2 is a predecessor activity to 2, 5. 2, 5 is a predecessor activity to 5, 7. 1, 3 is a predecessor activity to 3, 7. 1, 4 is a predecessor activity to 4, 6. 4, 6 is a predecessor activity to 6. So this is how we can define activity. Similarly, successor activity means it is opposite of that or event. Reverse. Here, 2 is a successor event to 1. 3 is a successor event to 1. 4 is a successor event to 1. So like that. So that means these two will be interchangeable. So 2, 3, 4 are successor events to 1. I can write like this. 5 is a successor event to 2. 5 is a successor event to 2. 7 is a successor event to 5. Successor event to 5. So like this we can write. If you take this path, 4 is a successor event to 1, 6 is a successor event to 4, 7 is a successor event to 6. So like this we can define successor event. Successor activity means 4, 6 is a successor activity to 1, 4, 6, 7 is a successor activity to 4, 6, like that. So it is reverse of predecessor. So once a network is given, you can always identify the predecessor activities or events as well as the successor activities or events. If you observe here, which is the tail event? So tail event is 1 here because there is no event occurring before 1, therefore this becomes a tail event. And the head event is 7 because there is no event after 7. So head event is the final event, whereas tail event is the initial event. And all the others, they are dual role events. You can see here, 2 is a dual role event because it is connecting two activities, 1, 2 and 2, 5. 5 is a dual event because it is connecting 2, 5 and 5, 7, connecting events 2 and 7. Similarly, 3 is a dual role event because it is connecting 1 and 7. 6 is a dual event because it is connecting 4 and 7. 4 is a dual event because it is connecting 1 and 6. So all these are we can take as except 1 and 7, all others 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they become dual role events. So this is how we can define an event or an activity, and a predecessor activity or an event, successor activity or an event. Once you know the concept of this, we can always draw a network diagram given the events. Let me take up a simple problem wherein you can write the network diagram. Writing network diagram So here a project has 10 jobs. A project has 10 jobs. So job numbers, they are denoted as A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So up to J it is there. And these jobs, they are denoted by these jobs means these are the activities. Jobs means activities. They are not events, they are activities. So these jobs are identified by the events. So events are given as, events are marked as, so let me give the events now in the form of a table. So the job is given like this. Identification of the event. Identification is done like this. So this table is given for all the different jobs. For job A. So there are 10 jobs here. Instead of giving 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, he has given A, B, C, D. E, F, G, H, I, J. There are 10 events or 10 activities or jobs here. So identification is, it is given like this: 1, 2. A is an activity which connects the events 1 and 2. B 2, 3. C 2, 4. D 3, 6. E 3, 5. F 4, 5. G 4, 7. H 5, 8. I 6, 8. J 7, 8. So these are the identification which connects the events. So activities and events are connected like this. Now we have to draw a network diagram for this. So for that you should understand the concept of event and activity. So the first column, that is jobs column, they represent the activities, and the second column, identification column, represents so which activities are joined. So writing the network diagram for this project. Now once this is given, we can adopt a step-by-step procedure for writing the network diagram. So here what we have to do is, the first job is A. A is the activity which connects the events, 1 and 2. So that means I can write like this. So events are denoted by circles, or some books they use ovals or square, rectangle also. We will use circle here. So A is an activity which connects 1 and 2. So like this, 1, 2 means A is an activity which is connecting events 1 and 2, first and second events. Next, second is B. He has given that B is connected to 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 we have to connect now. So this is activity B. Okay, 2, 3 are connected by B. Then C, 2 and 4. So I will write 4 here like this. This is C. Then 3 to 6. 3 to 6 I have to connect. So I will take like this, 3 to 6. Okay, so this is D. Activity D. Next 3 to 5. So one more will come here. So like this. See, it is like this. 3 to 5. So 3 to 5 is activity E. Then 4 to 5. So 4 is there. 4 to 5 already 5 is there. You can just join. This is F. Then 4 to 7. So it goes to 7. So 7 I will take here. 7. 4 to 7. Like this. You have to connect. And the job is G. Then 5 to 8. So one more will come here. 5 to 8. So this is H. Job is H. 6 to 8. This one. This is I. Then 7 to 8 is J. Like this. And this is the network. Of course, this is the preliminary thing. Given the events, given the activities, how to write the network. So by knowing these events, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are all the events. So you can, by knowing the jobs, A, B, C, D, you can just draw the network diagram like this. Here you can see that this 1 is a tail event because there is no event before 1 or the initial event. Whereas 8 is head event. Head event, that is the final event. And all the others are dual role events. That means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. So totally 6. They are all dual role events. So this is how we can write a network diagram given the activities and the events. So next class I will take up one more example of this.